Yeah, morning guys. Hey, so this video I thought I'd just do like finding a niche or sticking to your lane. I think that's really important in this industry, eh? One thing that I learned when I first started is there's so many different avenues you can get into. Like when we had our first big contract in Queenstown back in like 2017, I was working with a friend. We were building precast panels for a big commercial company. Um, Commercial was like good and bad. Everything's got its pros and cons, but the thing I realized in each sector, like I tried to really quickly realize how we can build a business, but also how can I have like a lifestyle. I'm real passionate about my tennis. I love my tennis. I love making. I'm not like the most money hungry dude. I really do enjoy hard work, and I really enjoy like the passion of building something. But what I realized in building is with the commercial stuff, we were on site for like 16 hours a day. We were making really good money, but we had no lifestyle. So we would like get to work at 6 a.m., work through till 4, go home till 5 or 6, and then some site manager would call us and be like, hey, we're pouring 2 extra panels tomorrow morning because this is the only concrete slot we can get, and we need to get these panels up by Friday because the steel's coming 2 weeks early, blah, blah, blah. And then we would have to go back to work at 7 p.m. and get these panels finished by midnight. So it's like commercial wasn't good. I found it was toxic, it was time consuming, and it was really horrible. After we finished that lane, I really like dove into what's going to give me the best lifestyle. So, e.g., like what's going to give me the most time where I can do what I really enjoy. I've spoke about in some Instagram videos where I speak about like pillars of work. Like some guys are really good builders and just want to build and be like left the fuck alone. Some guys are like fantastic organizers and they want to have a bit of chaos and they love dealing with like problems and organizing guys. And then there's another side, guys that love chasing work, they love sales, they love negotiating, and they love winning business. Like there's so many lanes in the building industry that you can get into, and it's really like being self-aware and identifying what you're good at, what you like doing, and what's going to fit your lifestyle. So I thought I'd just do a bit of a brief on how I found what lane I wanted to get into, talk about my journey, and then just sort of help you guys and see what's going to fit your lifestyle, um, what kind of work you want to be doing, et cetera, et cetera. So I started, yeah, in Queenstown when I was 23. I linked up with a friend. We did commercial work for a year and a half. That was really dog eat dog. We got pushed into taking a contract that was well underpriced. We took it. We got halfway in and we were losing a shitload of money, so we pulled out. That's when I started my building company. I was like 24, and literally all I did in Queenstown, because all the big guys were sucked up on commercial jobs, I literally would just ring hotels, ring builders, and I just went down that like recruitment model. So I would ring guys, find contracts, and then advertise and find builders, and then like be the piggy in the middle and clip the ticket. That's essentially what I did. So at our peak, we got up to 35 guys clipping the ticket on $10 a head. Like it was really good. We were making probably like, ten to $15,000 a week. Like we were making real good money after all of our expenses. But we were constantly chasing invoices. We were dealing with commercial site managers, commercial project managers. They were always fucking out invoices and it was horrible. So we pulled back on the commercial work and I strictly just went into like residential renovations, residential maintenance. That's what I wanted to do. Reasons for that is I held the draw card when it came to contracts. So I could tell the owners when I want to get paid and how I want to get paid, versus when I was in the commercial game, they were telling me when they were going to pay me. They were like, nah, we don't pay till the 20th, take it or leave it. Versus when there was a hotel that needed 15 bathrooms fitted out ASAP, I could be like, sweet man, 20% up front, 20% after the seventh bathroom, 20% after the 15th, or whatever the payment schedules were. So I really enjoyed having the ball in my court. Um, After I did some old school sales, man, like I'd literally just pull up at a cafe for a day, phone, computer, go through the yellow pages, go through Google, ring every single builder, every single hotel, every single site manager, every single like hotel manager, and just try and get contracts, go and meet people, shake hands, hand out business cards, and do what we had to do. So I would always say the busiest part of my day was about sort of 6 a.m. till 10 a.m., sort out all the guys, sort out all the jobs, all the issues with people on site. And then I'd have a quiet patch during the day, 10 till 2. I'd just go and make heaps of phone calls. And I just got in a groove of making 100 phone calls a day, building an Excel spreadsheet, and that's kind of how I built the business. It wasn't until I moved, started doing work in Auckland, and I was commuting between Queenstown and Auckland, where I found a guy, met a guy at a pool party. He was a digital marketer. He was working at a big company, but he wanted to start doing work on his own. So I said to him, I was like, "Hey man, you can come and do my work. Let's work together on this one. Market me," and we just started testing and trialing stuff. So we found out that maintenance was the cheapest ad word clicks we could get. So for example, fixing doors, rotten cladding repairs, replacing like decking boards, small kitchen renovations, small bathroom renovations. We were paying like, $15 to $20 a lead for each of these jobs to come in, but we were converting that into $4,000 or $10,000 jobs. So that was game changer. So literally every single cent that I made, we just started reinvesting into digital marketing and online ad spend. So that's what we did, and we figured out, the more we spent, the more money we were turning over, and that's when I got really good at sales and marketing. So I worked with a marketing guy. We just made videos, shot 60-second videos, ran an ad budget against it, see what worked. So that was a real good like niche finding that point. I just found maintenance was really good. Reasons being easy to find guys to do it. We just grabbed a couple like older dudes that were like semi-retired, worked for Kāinga Ora, like big housing companies as maintenance people. Um, you can charge higher rates. People will happily pay. Back then it was like $65-$75 an hour, easy. They wouldn't even question it. For someone to come in and do 6 to 8 hours work, and it was good. And we were billing out a lot of jobs. While we were doing that, we were getting a shit ton of Google reviews. Google reviews was huge. It was quite new back then, and we were, Baker's Bills had so many Google reviews, and it really helped us out and gave us good social proof online. Back to lifestyle. The reason why I love maintenance is because I could set guys up before 10 a.m. and then have my lifestyle. I love my tennis, so I go play tennis at 10 a.m., do my training during the day, jump back on the sales in the afternoon, organize stuff, invoice in the afternoon. So if you're not sure like what kind of work you want to get into, really need to look at your lifestyle. Like maintenance works. I didn't have to do as many site visits. It was just more communication on the phone. One con on that is you're dealing with more clients, more problems, man. That's the one thing I've realized. The more people you've got to deal with, it can be a hassle. Versus if you're a group home builder or you just want to build and slap up townhouses, which is nothing wrong with that. I've got a good friend in Christchurch, makes a shitload of money doing it. He's fast, he's efficient, and he only deals with one client, man. So it's just amazing. And once you get through that first sort of payment schedules, the money keeps rolling in, and you don't have as many clients. So new builds, pros and cons. The rates are a little bit lower because it's easier to get into. I've always thought the easier the barrier of entry to get into any business or anything, the less money you can charge, but you can get volume, so that's important as well. Renovations, you need like personable guys. If you're really passionate about delivering a cool product, being a good builder, you love being on site all day, you're like a micromanager, you love making everything perfect, that would be for you. Like you like seeing clients happy, you'll get compliments from clients, that's probably the one you want to be in. Renovations and that high spec building as well. That's where you'll get a lot of satisfaction if you're really passionate. But you'll be on site all the time, 50 hours a week. That's what you've got to do. So I've always found work back from what your ultimate goal is, like what you want to be doing all day. Figure out if you're more of a sales guy, I'd go more to maintenance, or you can still do new builds and other work, but you'll need to build a bigger crew quickly to cover for your expenses as a business owner. Maintenance, you can kind of have lower skilled guys, need to have really good communication. You can charge higher rates, but client admin is really niggly. The new builds and renovations, you need really switched on guys. You probably want guys that are a little bit personable, can shoot the shit with the clients, have a chit chat at the end of the day. You can make a lot more money there, but you'll spend a lot more time and you probably deal with more problems. More money, more profit, more problems. That's what I've realized. If you just want to be like a really good site manager, a real good project manager, there's nothing wrong with that as well. You're on site a lot, but you have like flexibility. Same thing, you can kind of set guys up from, in the morning, 7 till 10, and then you can have a bit of a, I don't like to say a breather, but the day kind of calms down while everyone's organizing stuff. So that's always something to bear in mind as well. So there's plenty of different lanes of business that you can get into. My biggest thing, top points would be find a niche, find something, link up with an AdWord guy or a digital marketing guy, find a niche of business of where there's a gap in the market, or we like to call it a blue ocean. Find out what suits your lifestyle and pretty much just find out how much money you want to make and work backwards from how many jobs a month do you need to be doing to make X amount of money. So yeah, hope that video helps. Comment down below if you have any questions or queries. Yeah, we've dove into maintenance and our metrics have been every 10 maintenance jobs we sell at $5,000, we get a $50,000 renovation. So it's just a numbers game for us. So that's a good model to work off. Cheap to get in, not many people are doing it. It might change a little bit now with a slight recession, but yeah, we are always looking at that. So let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully that video helps you guys get a little bit of clarity on what kind of work you want to be doing. Cheers.